See, this is why I came to you. You're not sentimental. It's like talking to a plant.
Oh, look, there's an actual plant. Just what you were looking for. Goodbye.
I'm barely holding on.
Hey peeps, I'm Jonathan Goodman, licensed mental health counselor, registered yoga teacher, and welcome again to the nerdy side of mental health. There's been a program change. I was planning on, and still might, post my first yoga class, my first hour-long yoga class I'm going to do on this channel. I saw something that made me change my plans. I have been a fan of the show Resident Alien ever since my partner started watching it, and you know how you do when you live with somebody else and they're into a show but you're not necessarily into it. You catch like a third of it as you're like going through motions during the day or walking through, and I'd seen just enough to be like, okay, I like this show, I want to know more about it. I loved Resident Alien. I wanted to watch it. My partner was kind enough to start the show over so I could catch it from the beginning, and we started watching it together. And the characters are all so dynamically written, and they all seem to be headed towards a good conclusion for their characters, each and every one, given that this is going to be the final season of Resident Alien. A particular episode, episode 6 of season 4, Sole Providers, has a scene that put my jaw on the floor and tears in my eyes. One of the characters, who goes by the name Darcy, talks to the main character, who is, spoilers, an alien, about a struggle that she's having. Now, obviously, this will have some spoilers for the episode. It'll probably have some spoilers for the show as a whole. So if you are interested in this show, go watch it. It's fucking fantastic. There's a finite amount of it. There are only 4 seasons. But man, this show and this scene in particular blew me the hell away. So, spoiler warning on the screen right now. I want to just get into it. I want to make this the shortest video I put on my YouTube. We'll see if that works out. Darcy comes into Harry's house, and this is already strange, because as he points out, she rarely comes to his house for any reason without Asta, her friend, in tow. It turns out that Darcy has made a big mistake and has lost, or thinks she's lost, money that she had promised to turn over for her friend Asta. And as she's struggling with this, as she's struggling with telling Harry this and what happened, she also happens to mention that she tried to tell Asta that everything was fine and that she dropped the money off as planned, but is unable to do so and ends up lying to her, something that she really regrets.
Asta gave me some money to deposit, and I got drunk and I lost it, and then I lied to my best friend, and she actually believed me.
So the lie did its job.
Yeah, but she's supposed to know me better than anyone. And if she just believes the lie, it's like she can't see me. Like the real me.
That is an important bit, because those people who see us, the people who know us, people who've been able to have every part of us and still appreciate us, those are the people who are true friends, true family, true compatriots, true fellow travelers in our journey. And that's super important. Now again, Harry is an alien. Bigger spoilers for the show. Harry is human, entirely human at this point. He has kind of like grown a human self, basically. We have come to know that he has also potentially grown something else. And he still has some alien tendencies. He's still got some social awkwardness. So he jokes with Darcy, as they normally do, about how much he hates her, how much that she, is always around Asta and stuff like that. And she is not having it. She is serious. And Harry finally gets it when she tells him that she does not want to go home.
I'm, 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 I'm really scared of what I might do if I'm alone.
And this is where I think the brilliance of this scene is. When I first watched this scene, I thought it was fantastic, and I had a huge worry about it. My huge worry was that they were going to not say suicide because they didn't want to get like a video about it on YouTube demonetized, or weren't able to post it on TikTok or something like that. This is something I wanted to talk about a bit, and it's something that made me scared even putting up, for as modest as my YouTube channel is right now, made me nervous about putting up my cat lady video, because I was going to talk about suicide directly, and I was going to use the word, and I'm not going to use any euphemisms about it. I'm going to try to stand firm on that ground. This has triggered, if you will, my irritation around this new culture of YouTube of like calling suicide sewer slide, or talking about being unalived, or whatever euphemism we want to put on it. I believe words have power, and I believe using the word for what's actually happening here is fucking important. I'm going to curse just to put an underline on that. It's fucking important that we use the word for what it is. And it's touching in this scene that Darcy does not ever say, I want to kill myself, I want to commit suicide. She does go pretty far in talking about how she does not think she should be alive anymore and wonders about what good she is to anybody.
Do I even exist? Should I?
What do you mean, should you exist? You already do exist. Oh.
Yeah.
I think anybody who has dealt with suicidal thoughts or suicidal ideation in the past can recognize those thoughts. But she doesn't say it. And Harry finally gets it, and he understands. The joking stops, and he talks about an awakening he's had, a spiritual awakening he's had in the same episode. Perhaps I might talk about that in a future video, who knows. But the spiritual awakening he's had is he's gone to this powwow. As he says, an older woman has very violently tried to get across to him this idea of he is connected as a person, as a human, to the greater universe. And the universe is connected with him. And he tells Darcy this. And it starts to change her mind. This is goddamn brilliant. Because as a counselor, I am not allowed to or encouraged to share my religious beliefs with a client. That's one of the many ethics of this profession that I take very seriously. To allow a client to have their own spiritual beliefs, their own connection to the divine, to the universe. That said, I'm willing to share this publicly. The ideas that Harry shares here are perfectly aligned with my own spirituality and my own beliefs about the universe, and also my own beliefs about suicide. When Darcy talks about, would anyone really care, or would anybody be worse off if I was dead? Harry tells her that
this old woman that I met, she was violent, she hit me, but she also taught me about something called Nanima. It is how we are all connected. I am in you.
Ew.
And you are in me.
Gross.
And if you were not here, the world would be incomplete.
And this is where tears started flowing. And this is the beauty of this scene, to me, is represented in a lot of different things, as I already said. But it comes in the ending of this conversation. And Harry talks about feeling his connection to other people. He realizes, or rather tries to fight the idea, but realizes that he has started to grow in a soul. And Darcy says this perfectly when she says,
What happened to you? Did you grow a soul or something?
My species do not have souls.
But you just told me the old lady. She said we're all connected. Did you feel connected?
Yes.
That's your soul, dumbass. You obviously grew one. That's why you felt connected.
This is why we people, I believe. I think a spiritual connection is made any time any human being sees another human being in that same way that I was talking about before. And the fact that Darcy wants to be seen by Harry right now and wants to share with him, the fact that Harry is willing to be seen by her and wants to share this experience with her, this is the brilliance of connection. This is the thing that heals people. This is the thing that creates mental health recovery. This is the reason I do my job. And as such, tears are flowing deeply in this scene, and it ends with a grand line as well. Harry, having kind of made his point, sits back. Darcy tells him that he should be welcome to the human race, but it's really fucking hard. And Harry says,
Maybe it is not. Maybe the problem is humans make it hard when it's really easy.
God damn, does that not hit for people? If it doesn't hit for you, okay. But it hits me, and I think most human beings are hit by it. Living is easy, you know? But we put emotions and we put stuff on our experience that makes it hard. How many times have you talked with somebody or talked with yourself, whatever, and talked about getting out of your own way? Like that's the magic of this scene. I just wanted to talk about it. It's fucking fantastic. This doesn't represent a diagnosis as a whole. It just represents a symptom cluster within depression and some other mental disorders. But I think it talks about suicide, not sewer slide, super well, even though it never uses the word. And that's it. Thank you for giving this video a shot. And as always, please, everyone, stay safe and proceed mindfully.
One jolt for insolence! Jolt? The hell is it?
Fucking important.
Cursing will also not be tolerated. No. Son of a lady who is not nice